I've had a lot of people asking me to make more wrestling related content on the channel, and you're in luck, because I've also had a lot of wrestling lost media cases submitted to me the past few months. And for this episode of Your Lost Media, I have a lost Japanese WWE segment, a lost entrance theme, and artifacts of a long forgotten fan club. And remember, if you have a lost media story that you'd like me to look into, send it to wanglostmedia@gmail.com. This video is sponsored by Native. You guys know I just love nice smelling stuff. And Native probably has my favorite scents I've smelled on deodorants. This time they sent me 3 different ones. We got sea salt and cedar, citrus and herbal musk, and probably my new favorite scent, powder and cotton. They're not sticky, and they dry quickly. As soon as you apply them, you don't feel them anymore, which is great for when you're in a rush. They're aluminum and paraben free, and they're vegan and cruelty-free, and feature familiar simple ingredients like coconut oil and shea butter. Native stays all day with 24-hour odor protection, even after a full day of moving around and exercise. And be sure to check out Native's new limited edition cupcake-inspired collection with Baked by Melissa, created to make your everyday a little sweeter. And they also offer a plastic-free version of their deodorants. It's the same formula but with more sustainable packaging. And don't forget to check out their amazing body washes and toothpaste. 3 deodorants would be $39, but if you use my link and code WANG, you get them for $26. That's over 33% off. And with my code, you also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste. This one was submitted to me by Jane Altoids on Twitter, the WCW Slam Society. In January of 2016, WrestleCrap.com, a website that's been around since 2000, talking about wrestling's most ridiculous and sometimes obscure moments, published an article entitled "Someone Bought This, WCW Slam Society Fan Club CD-ROM." Very little information about the CD-ROM actually existed online, so the article's author Paul Kraft went largely from memory. Crappers, this one is so obscure that I can't even find an image of it, so you'll have to settle for the horribly ugly WCW logo up there instead. In 1999, or it may have been early in 2000, WCW sent out a CD-ROM to people on their catalog or WCW magazine mailing lists. The CD-ROM was labeled WCW Slam Society. I guess it was meant to be a multimedia fan club of some kind. The CD-ROM featured an exclusive match between 2 mid-carders which took place in an empty studio. Hey, just like the AWA Turkey Challenge, against a blue screen where they insert cartoony CGI stuff in an attempt to make a virtual world. I think it was meant to represent a steel mill or something industrial and tough like that. I wish I had footage or at least some screenshots of that to show you just how silly and strange it looked. It was a little like that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where the humans interact with Roger and Baby Herman while filming a cartoon. The CD-ROM also had other multimedia, interview clips, promos for other WCW events, and so on. As far as I know, only 2 or 3 of these CD-ROMs were ever produced before the entire concept was abandoned. More info about the WCW Slam Society can be found in a post by WCW Worldwide, which is actually a great account to follow for obscure WCW content. Here, they dug up a print ad for the WCW Slam Society, and it actually seems to be a premium fan club of sorts. And like me, the person who runs this account also had zero recollection of it. But when you sign up for the WCW Slam Society, you get 12 monthly newsletters, members-only t-shirt, Slam Society membership card, chances to meet WCW superstars, contests and sweepstakes, WCW magazine discount certificate, discounts on WCW merchandise, access to members-only website, email newsletters, an 8x10 signed glossy of a WCW superstar, testosterone sold separately. It's actually not a bad deal for $24.99 a month. If you were a hardcore WCW fan, it sounds like you'd be getting your money's worth. Especially, if those testosterone injections don't cost that much extra. Despite having watched every second of wrestling I possibly could have during this time, I had no memory of the WCW Slam Society. And there is very little that can be found out about it online. You got a brief reference to it in an interview with Rey Mysterio. You have an archived website that reiterates the same info as the print ad, as well as a members-only website that's coming soon and as far as I could tell never actually materialized. And as far as I can tell, it seems like it was only ever actually promoted on 1 episode of Monday Nitro. The April 12th, 1999 episode, and the segment promoting it has since been removed from the Peacock Network streaming service. Some of the membership content definitely did get released, as we can see that there's people on Twitter who posted their membership cards, and at some point a WrestleCrap commenter even found the members only t-shirt on eBay, although the image is now broken. Incidentally, a WrestleCrap commenter found another disc. I got a CD in a 1999 edition of WCW magazine. It had the matches in a weird industrial virtual world with tall spikes that surrounded the outside of the ring. I want to check it out, but the videos use a weird video program that I haven't been able to get around. Judging by his description, this disc, which he also included an image of WCW Cyberring, probably used that same CGI content from the Slam Society. That being said, the Slam Society discs, I imagine, probably also used the same weird video program, so who knows if we'll ever get to see their contents again. The next one comes from Mark Hale. In Mark's email, he mentions that during his time as the admin of a Facebook wrestling group, he'd seen a lot of obscure images. But there is one in particular that he'd never been able to identify, and it actually becomes somewhat of a meme in the group. The image depicts a blonde, long-haired wrestler from behind browsing a selection of manga in Japan. Nobody could ever figure out what this was actually from, and it's bothered him ever since. The closest match to this image was a video from WWE 24/7, a shorty entitled "Japan is Jericho." In the video, Chris Jericho visits a bunch of different locations like museums and stores during a WWE tour of Japan. Although Chris Jericho fits the look of the guy in this image, you never actually see this happen in the video. Another detail worth noting is that throughout the video, Chris Jericho wears a wool pea coat, whereas the person in the image is wearing a leather jacket, meaning that if it's from the same trip, it's most likely a different wrestler. And judging by his appearance, I have to agree that the guy in the screenshot is almost certainly Christian. And the WWE logo in the bottom corner tells me that this is most likely something that did air at some point. If I had to guess, most likely a similar WWE 24/7 shorty segment. But as of now, none of this content is available on the Peacock Network or any official WWE source. What's been preserved of WWE 24/7 content is mostly just what people happen to save throughout the years, and no such video of Christian in Japan has surfaced. Perhaps there's someone watching this video who for some reason cataloged all the WWE 24/7 content throughout the years. Otherwise, perhaps this one is just lost to time or up to whenever WWE sees the need to re-upload it. This one was sent to me by Killname'em Saint, a rare Fit Finlay theme song from 2008. So starting in 2006, Fit Finlay had himself a little sidekick, Hornswoggle, formerly Little Bastard, a leprechaun who would help Fit Finlay win matches. The pair separated when it's revealed that Hornswoggle is in fact Vince McMahon's illegitimate son, leaving them to go off on their own storylines for a period of time. During this period of time, Fit Finlay is coming out to his theme song Lambeg. It's this intense, marchy kind of song with traditional Irish instrumentation. You know, because he's Irish and he loves to fight. Meanwhile, Hornswoggle has his own theme song, more upbeat theme song. Can't play it because, you know, WWE will claim it, but, you know, picture the kind of song that you think a leprechaun might have, and you're probably right. Eventually, Hornswoggle is put in a match against the Great Khali, during which Finlay comes to Hornswoggle's rescue. On the February 25th, 2008 episode of Raw, JBL claims that Hornswoggle is in fact not Vince McMahon's son, but Fit Finlay's. The following week, Fit Finlay comes out to address these allegations, and that's when something interesting happens. When he comes out during this episode, a different theme song plays. This is an Irish-sounding punk song along the lines of something you might expect from the Dropkick Murphys or someone like that. Listen. Finlay confirms that Hornswoggle is in fact his son, and at WrestleMania 24 he comes out to fight JBL using his old theme again, and then that theme is cut off by Hornswoggle's theme when he comes out to join him. And thus, Fit Finlay's brand new punk rock theme song is never heard again. literally used on just one episode of Raw, and that's that. In the Boston Herald, it was revealed that the song was created by a local Boston folk punk band, the Swagger and Growlers, who were contacted by the WWE on MySpace and commissioned to make the song specifically for Fit Finlay, under the guidance of WWE's longtime in-house music producer Jim Johnston. The article goes on to talk about how excited they are for the upcoming recurring national TV exposure, which clearly it didn't pan out that way. But the song does have a bit of a legend around it. Based on the 48 or so seconds that we heard of it, people thought it was a pretty cool sounding song. And it was just such a strange thing for this brand new theme song to debut and immediately vanish during one of Fit Finlay's highest profile storylines ever. Perhaps the plans they had for him changed, which does happen a lot in WWE. Or maybe they just decided after playing it that one time that it just wasn't a good fit for him. In any case, this complete song has never been released in any official capacity. The highest quality version that does exist is a cover of the song by a YouTuber named Heartbreak Kid Dimitri. And interestingly, one of the members of the Swagger and Growlers commented, "Hey guys, was the one with my old band the Swagger and Growlers who arranged this for the WWE in 2008. They used it one time as a face entrance theme. The WWE fully owns the copyright, and they are not known to be kind in that regard. So, you may not want to have this posted." An interesting side note, he also commented that the song was completed within 48 hours of the WWE contacting them. In any case, it seems like we're unlikely to actually hear the official full version of the song unless the WWE decides to release it one day. It seems unlikely that they just put out a rare Fit Finlay entrance theme for no apparent reason, but maybe one day they'll put out a collection of rarities and deep cuts or something that'll include it. But anyway, that's all for now, and note that while I was working on this video, I actually had another story that I was planning on including, but the more I looked into it, the more I thought that it merited its own video. So if you'd like to see that, be sure to subscribe so you can see it when it comes out. And if you like this video, be sure to check out my video about the old myth that there were two Ultimate Warriors. I'm out.